I'm sticking to snorting.
Okay,
Child
to
got
recap,
stabbed.
you guys were taking care of the orphanage, making sure the kids were all good to go. A couple knights and a couple guards showed up to the orphanage to check on what was going on, and they had said that they would be taking care of it per exit. And you guys could leave. When you guys left, you guys had discussed who was going to go where. A couple of you decided to go to the market, aka guys wanted to pick up a few things within the market, while the rest of you went to the arena because you guys remembered that there was a fight going on for the entertainment of the city in a couple days. So you guys went to the arena while guys went to the market. At the arena, a few of you signed up. Those that signed up, Zaja, Nath, and I believe Oliver all signed up to participate in this festivity. And the half-orc gentleman that was there had let you know that the event will be happening in 2 days' time, the day after tomorrow, and you were all given a token with your placement on there. He said to come back the next day to figure out where the standings would be, and whatever else was going on if you had more questions. But didn't really pay that much attention. He was more busy writing in some type of book. With that, after some time, guys picked up a few items, learned a couple things in the city, and everyone had decided to meet up at the tavern. Once you guys had met up at the tavern, after some talking with the barkeep, you guys bought your way into essentially buying out all the beds upstairs and owning the top floor of the Steel Angel Inn for rest. During that rest, everyone had picked their rooms. Bosco went downstairs to do his thing for gambling, and the night progressed. As the night progressed, everyone started to individually get their dreams here and there. And in the middle of the night, upon waking up, it had seemed that Gaius had stabbed Lokius in some unnatural fashion, and Nath was slowly starting to wake up. At this point, well, that was the recap, unless anyone wants to add anything detrimental.
I regret my decision.
That's the recap?
Yeah, it was more
So it
of
was
just...
in a dream someone got stabbed?
No,
it was in real life.
In real life, in the middle of the night, Gaius had waken up to some type of figure standing over him, and he could not make out what the figure was. In the middle of the night, he just saw two red eyes and a silhouette. After some talking and staring at this figure and learning or trying to learn what the heck was going on, he was handed his dagger by the silhouette in front of him, at which point he heard the shadow behind him talk and gave in and let the shadow do what it wanted to do, and it ended up taking his hand and thrusting the dagger into the side of what he has now learned is Lokius, who is currently on the floor with a dagger in his side, coughing.
That's messed up, man.
I know, bro.
Is there anything anyone wants to add or anything like that for clarification?
Don't forget the last week of making fun of Gaius that we've been having.
There was a whole week of Gaius memes. Okay, so
emotional damage.
Oliver.
Yes.
We will cut to you now that you are here. Where would Oliver have gone after doing the whole tavern, or not the tavern, signing up for the fight at the event, coming back to the tavern? Would he have gone to the school to sleep, or would he have stayed with his adventuring group this time in the tavern in a room?
I think he definitely would have gone to the school.
Okay.
I was thinking about it. I was like, he would want to stay with the people at the tavern, but he wants to go, maybe not even to the school, but like to his church. If that's an option. Like
Yeah.
where one of his churches would be organized at. I don't know how it all works. But
Yeah, if you, it depends what you want to do. There are, you know, of a church for Sigeris in the city, because you follow him or her, it, them.
them.
This would be progressed as you coming away from the group before they all went in the tavern. So this would be, in your storyline, would be like evening, late-ish evening, if you wanted to go to the church, unless you wanted to go straight to the school and kind of.
No, I wouldn't want to go to the school at all. I mainly just would want to go to the church.
Okay. So you go into the church. Well, after some walking around, I don't know if you decide to fly or if you just go by foot.
I'd probably go by foot.
But you do go to a church for Sigeris, which is in the Akanta district, kind of on the westernly side a bit. Change this color. Be like right over here. I don't know if you can see that dot.
Yeah.
So you would walk from the Steel Angel over down this main road right here, and then there would be a church right on the main road for Sigeris. So you walk in. There is no preacher present right now. The doors are always open for this church. As soon as you walk in, you will see a main statue all the way in the back, centered, standing about 12-13 feet tall. There is a character standing straight with no face. It is a blank, smooth face, but they are holding a book in the hands outstretched, and the book has a page that is half turned up right now, and that is the statue in front of you. There are some pews here and there. There are some pretty weirdly assorted chairs and whatnot throughout the floor. But as you look around, I mean, there are some candles. There are some hanging, what are those called? I forgot what those are called. I'll just call them hanging candles for now because I can't think of the actual.
Candelabra?
Yes. There are some of those hanging around. But there's nothing like that sticks out. I mean, it's, you know your God is about knowledge, not for luxury. So when you walk in, it's what needs to be there, and that's it.
Yeah. I will walk up to the front and go up towards the statue. Just kind of slowly taking steps.
Okay. As you walk up, you're kind of looking around. Again, there's nothing of significance. As you walk up slowly, there is a little, almost like a bench type of altar in front, beneath the statue, that you can probably kneel to or stand in front of, or whatever you need to do.
I'll stand in front of it, and I'll just kind of look up at the statue and bow my head and say a prayer. Won't be any like special prayer, mostly just like guide me to get the most knowledge out of my endeavors kind of thing. Not really expecting an answer, but and I will look around to see if there's anyone in the area.
Okay. You look around and there's honestly nobody in here right now. It's completely empty. The doors are still open. The candles are still lit. Everything seems normal.
I will mention this. I have the alert feat, so I can't be surprised.
I'm aware.
If
I'm
any
aware.
sneaky priest tries to walk out
I'm
and
aware.
surprise me and scare me.
No sneaky priests on my turf.
If would it be normal for there to just not be someone and for me to just have to wait?
It's pretty normal inside Sigeris' church that there isn't someone like immediately waiting. Sometimes you don't know if waiting is the best option, as in like you don't know if someone's actually going to show up, just because again it's a devotion based around knowledge, not like constantly coming to see them. So
Is there anywhere that looks like an office or somewhere where you can go talk to someone?
Um,
Or would I know the best way to meet with someone? I'm sure I wouldn't know a lot about it since I don't go to the church very often, but
yeah, just because of your background right now, you wouldn't really know because you're more of a student of science, more or less, than quote unquote a child of God. You
yeah.
kind of have Cygeras in the background because your needs line up with theirs in the faith region, as in like wanting to learn knowledge and everything. So you wouldn't know going into churches what would need to be done or what you know about it. You do realize in the back right there is a door that is open. That's kind of walled off. There's no window or anything looking in. There's just an open door and a dim light in there. That's about it.
Um, you said, did you mention that there were some candles lit?
Yes. So like throughout the church, there are some candles that are lit just for lighting purposes, and some up on the ceiling, but
Are
there's
there
nothing like
any?
significant to it.
Yeah, are there any unlit candles?
There are here and there. There's a couple.
Can I just use Druidcraft to light the candles in the? Oh wait, yeah, never mind. It says you can light or snuff out a torch, or candle, or campfire. Can I just use that to light the candles as I go towards the door in the back right room, or towards the door that is the back right of the room?
Yeah, of course. As you go, the candles that aren't lit light one by one as you go. And as you get there towards the door, you kind of look around, peek in. There's nothing much there. You look in there, and it's a very simple desk with a chair in there, a quill and an ink pot right now, and some paper. But there's no like significant books or anything crazy. Kind of looks like where someone would write something down.
And there's no one in here.
Correct. The door was just left open. No one's in here.
Does it look like that this is someone's personal study or more of like a public study?
Give me a perception or investigation check, please.
Perception. I got a 15.
Okay. It doesn't look like a place for someone specific, but when you walk in and you kind of start looking at like the papers and the quill and everything, the papers are all blank, but you'll notice that on the right side of the table there's a little slot where you're assuming you can write something down and then put the paper in the slot into a basket below. But it does not look like anyone's specifically like their desk or anything.
So it's almost like
Yeah,
somewhere
speak
for
it
someone to
in.
put like questions or
There's a
concerns and things.
suggestion box.
Yeah, so you can kind of put together that it's some type of either like confession box, suggestion box, just something that people can write something down in and put it in there for, say, the church to look at.
I guess seeing this one, there's paper just readily available there.
Yeah, there's a stack of just blank paper. There's some paper like on the ground, a little bit like riffraff, just because of the wind. But there's still a pretty decent stack size of paper there.
I'll spend some time picking up the riffraff and organizing things, and trying to make sure that all the people that's supposed to be in the bin is in the bin, and all the people that's not supposed to be in it isn't. And after that, I would just write down something simple like my name, of like, or I'd be like, "Dear Church's Seguris, um, please contact me. Um, it is of concerning the utmost importance of concerning matters. Blah blah blah. You know, formal lettering, but not giving away too much. The only thing I'll write down is that I'll just include my name, and that I'm staying at the church at the Still Angel Inn, and then that it might have somewhat to do with the pertaining of divine beings or beings blessed by the divine. And I just request information and guidance on the issue.
Okay. And do you sign your name at the bottom, or do you just leave it blank?
Yeah, I signed my name. Oliver Higgin.
Once you sign your name, you will notice that the writing on the paper becomes kind of becomes like transparent. Like you see it slowly starting to fade away. Like it's like you didn't even write it.
And it just looks like it's like a magical effect, or like am I losing my mind? Or
No, it looks like somewhat of a magical effect.
okay.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of magical effect.
I'll just put it in the suggestion box, I guess. Either way, I'm just not sure if that's like part of it or not. Or yeah.
If you want, you can give me an Arcana check. Be kind of a higher DC, just because you don't know what's going on exactly.
Lat roll. I got a 2. It was almost
Yeah,
nat 20.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you just go with the motion and put it in the box, or put it in the slot.
Okay. And I will just walk out and go back to the inn. Albeit looking to see if there's anyone else that I notice while walking out of the church.
Okay. Don't really notice anybody else. Specifically, when you walk back, there are people kind of starting to call it a night, get in, because it's now turning into later in the evening. So some people are starting to close their doors, lights are starting to go out. You can tell that the city itself is starting to wrap up the night. So at this time, you would come to the tavern. You would not see your compatriots, but you have arrived at the tavern. What would you like to do?
I would haphazardly kind of be upset with myself. But I'd go, well, maybe not. Never mind. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll just like be upset, seem upset that I forgot about something, and then change my mind, and then I'll just go. Is the tavern keep up?
He is. He is currently cleaning a mug, and when you walk in, he goes, "Oh, you're back. You're with the group that's upstairs, yes?"
Like, oh yes, that is us.
Yes. You are free to go. I have rented the room, or the rooms. Feel free. I'll just go back to cleaning the mug.
Any room upstairs?
Oh yeah, all of them.
Do you know which ones are already taken?
He just kind of shrugs his shoulders.
I'll sigh and go upstairs. And I guess I'll try the first room, see if it's locked. Or I'll knock at the door.
Okay, so you get the layout here. So we got the first door. If you were to walk up and knock, the first door would have. Actually, no one would be in the first door. The first door would be open.
Then I will. And it looks like no one's put any stuff in here.
No, the first door would have nobody in it.
Okay. Then I will put my stuff down, lock the door, and go to bed.
Okay, fantastic.
Long day.
So, after some time passes, I don't know why I paused there. After some time passes, you finally go into the sleep, and it feels like a pretty good night. Don't really notice anything going on, and then, Aller, you are slowly awakened. When you awaken, you will know that you are no longer in the bed that you went to sleep in. Instead, you stand up. You kind of look at yourself, and your body is not fully physical. Like the way you look, the coloring on your feathers, that is all somewhat gone. It is now kind of washed out, almost in this like silvery grayish like tint. And you look down at your legs and your body, and your entire body is kind of in this washed monochrome state. And as you kind of stare at yourself for a bit, you'll notice that within the outline of your body there are almost like wisps or like trails that kind of like shoot back and forth throughout your entire outline. You look around, take in the space, and you are in a massive hall. There are rows of books farther than your eyes can take. Just rows and rows. Bookcase past bookcase past bookcase. And at the center, about, you'd say give or take 100 feet, 50, 70, 90, hard to gauge, there's a desk sitting there. What do you do?
So after just lots of these bookcases, there's just a desk sitting there.
Correct. So where you're standing right now is kind of like in a massive hallway, and to your right and left, just going in lines of bookcases all the way down. It's just books and bookcases all the way down, and then towards the end, it kind of curves towards the center, and at that center you see a desk, a very large desk sitting there.
We'll walk there. Unless it seems like a crazy distance to walk, in which case I'll fly.
It does seem kind of crazy, and you go to fly, and all of a sudden you just kind of start to float. You don't actually use your wings. You kind of just hover for a bit, and you pick up a little bit of speed. But when you try to actually like fly, you don't gain anything, but it also doesn't like exhaust you. So you just kind of stop and just let the float take you all the way there. And you get up to the desk, and you see on the desk a quill that is currently floating and writing with nobody holding it, nothing controlling it. It's just writing on a piece of paper.
Can I read what it's writing?
What languages do you know? Actually, currently, do you know Celestial?
Yes.
So, since you know Celestial, you do recognize this sheet as it's starting to write. It is actually writing something very familiar. It is the note that you had written in the church, repeating itself, but in the Celestial language. And then as you're watching it write, you see it sign your name. And then you see it be lifted from the desk, and then it evaporates in the middle of the air. And then the quill goes back to another piece of paper and continues to write. But this time it does not write in Celestial, it writes in a completely different language.
I'll look around to see if I can see where my note went. If there's any like trail of where it went.
Give me a perception check. It's going to be very high DC.
Well, 5.
You have no idea. You have no idea where it went. There are just too many books, too many alleyways to even get a grasp of what is actually going on right now.
And I don't see anything else except these rows and rows of books.
Not currently, no.
And there's no other quill or paper to write on.
No, it's just the one quill and a paper that keeps lifting off the table. It evaporates, and then another one materializes, and it continues to write on that one. But every time it writes, it's in a completely different language. It's usually never the same.
But okay, can I wait and see until it's either common or undercommon or celestial again?
If you choose to, yeah.
I'll do that and wait and see.
Okay. 1 sheet goes by. 5 sheets go by. 5 more sheets go by. And then it starts to rain undercommon.
Is it the same thing that I wrote?
It is not. It is a completely different note. It has a similar layout, but it is a completely different thing. And it reads, To Sargeras, I wish for the knowledge that comes to those of great aptitude. Can I, and then it just stops. And then there's a name that just signs.
I won't even bother looking at the name. I'll just, cause I didn't want to read too far into the note anyway. I just wanted to see if it was the same note as that I had.
As you are reading that, a figure is now in front of the desk. With your alert feature, you would know that this person was not here before and that they just kind of appeared. And you have no idea how they got there. But there is a figure now in front of the desk staring at you. This figure is fairly tall. The figure stands about 8 to 9 feet tall. There is a book on their side, and when you look at them, they have no face. It is a completely smoothed out face.
I'll blink a few times, and I will, I guess just assume that they're cigars, and bow to them. Or, yeah, I'll bow to them. And I'll ask, are you Cigaris?
They will recognize the bow and give you a slight nod in recognition. And they will say, yes, we are. And you'll see the face shift into more of a humanoid type face. There are no defining features. It's a very generic looking face.
So it looks kind of like a human's face?
Currently, yes.
Okay. Maybe like, did you bring me here to respond to the letter? And I'll point over to where the quill is writing and then kind of motion to wherever. I guess I would have thought that the letter could have gone off to. Not really certain at all where it went.
Yes, of course. And they will open the book they'll pull the book up and open it and kind of like reach into the book and then pull out a sheet of paper, and they will hold the sheet of paper in front of you, and it is the paper that you wrote, almost word for word. Actually, it is word for word with your signature at the bottom. And they will close the book and then put the paper in front of you on the desk.
Unless there was another reason you brought me here.
Hal, it's your thirst for knowledge, is it not?
Sorry, what was the question?
They're saying it's your thirst of knowledge, is it not?
Oh, like, my thirst for knowledge is what?
Is that not why you follow me?
Yes, it is. It is why. I started off in part almost purely because my parents asked it of me, but I think as we talked recently, I think I've come to realize that you have the same goals in mind as I do. And thirst for knowledge.
And you will see the face shift and then turn into a humanoid woman's face. So, what do you truly want, Oliver?
I'll think about it, and I'll look up at Cigaris, and I'll say, I believe truly, deep down, what has always been what I've desired is to completely understand how life and death take place and what their roles are in the existence of everyone's lives. I don't expect that answer right, right away. And I know it's something that I've worked for and I'll have to continue to work for because this is the pursuit of knowledge, is to seek and to seek and seek until eventually, hopefully, you find. But that is what I would say truly seek, is to fully understand life and death.
Ah. It is true. Seeking knowledge is the fun part of it all. To learn about life and death. Well, why not go beyond that? Is that really all you seek? And when they finish saying seek, their face shifts out and becomes a dragonborn, almost like a mask, like a dragonborn face, and is a green dragonborn now.
Like, I feel as if there's an implication here that I'm not catching. I'm sorry, I'm not keen on or very skilled at conversation as much as other things. Is there something you think I should be doing or want me to do?
Oh, we are well aware of your social ability. Your basic instinct now is to pursue the knowledge you wish for. And Sargeras will hold up a hand, and a book will start to materialize in their hand. And on it, it just says the circle. And Sargeras will stand there and say, "If it is what you seek, this book shall get you started. But, as you have stated, it is the pursuit that drives one." And then the book will vanish from their hand.
So you want me to find the book?
If you find the book, then you can get started. And then the face will change out of a dragonborn and become that of an elf male. You see, the knowledge itself is very hard to come across. But once you get it, you must hold on to that, Oliver. Knowledge is the key for all. And what knowledge is power. Is that not what you seek?
You expect me to seek power?
I do not expect you to do anything.
Maybe I need to look inside myself to see if I do seek power, like I think you claim I do.
I don't believe that my claim for you is of anything. My questioning is for you, and you alone. Before you seek this knowledge, you must know the knowledge within yourself. and then the elf male face will dematerialize, and then it will become that of an owlin. To know yourself, that is where it all begins.
I'll look at Cigaris for a little bit and ask if you believe that my journey must first begin with me learning of who I am myself, would you lend me aid?
I will be there in the time of need, but for now, your first test is already here. Upon waking up, you will see an opportunity to learn about this life or death. And you shall choose. Where do you wish to take this knowledge?
Will bow.
And when you bow, it immediately becomes almost like a black tunnel. And you are slowly, somewhat waking up, and you start to hear yelling from another room.
Sasha! Nav! Bosco, someone help!
And you kind of put together, it sounds like Gaius. So at this point,
Thanks, bro.
Can I just sidebar for a second and say that during that whole thing, I inhaled like a big gulp of water, and I would cough
Jesus.
water all over my desk.
I heard that.
Jesus.
Did you go to another room?
Me?
Yeah.
No, okay, so where I'm at right now is just a huge open room, and I just stepped away.
So at this point,
I was
Sasha.
coughing my life out.
Zaja is completely knocked out. Bosco is downstairs, not available. So Nath, where we left off, you are slowly coming to consciousness after hearing this, and Oliver, you are also slowly coming to conscious after hearing this.
Does he sound distressed? He obviously sounds distressed.
Yes, it,
I'm a
it sounds
dumbass.
very distressed.
Okay.
No
I'm
shit,
gonna-
Sherlock.
I'm gonna wipe the gold dust off my nose. And I'm gonna lift myself up with what little strength I have. And I'm gonna start, crawling, but noticing that he's distressed, I'm gonna, start moving with a brisk pace. And then if I don't get there soon, I begin running.
Okay, Oliver, what do you do?
I'll run out of my room and try to find where they are.
Okay, so you both, Nath and Oliver, exit your rooms, and you both lock eyes with each other at the same time, hearing this.
I see Nath covered in gold dust.
No.
I see? What?
No, I'm not.
It's just his
Okay.
nose.
Just his nose is covered in gold dust.
He's covered.
No,
in
I
fairy
just
dust.
wiped it off.
No,
Oh,
he
okay.
wiped it all off. But you can both surmise that the door between both your rooms is where Gaius started yelling from.
Fuck, please help!
I open up the door for it.
Gaius, would the door be locked?
No, it would have been unlocked. I didn't lock it before
Okay.
laying down for the night.
So Nath, you swing the door open, and what you see currently is Lokius laying on the ground on his side, with a dagger in his side. Gaius kneeling over him, yelling, and Lokius is currently coughing.
As soon as I see that, I yell out, "Pull it out now!" And I begin running. Just do what I say!
I'm gonna pull out the dagger.
Gaius, I need you to roll a d20 with disadvantage, please.
Oh, fuck! That's a nat 1.
Nath, when you tell him to pull the dagger out, he instead stands up and backs up a bit.
Okay, I run towards the kid.
Okay. Oliver,
You
what are you
idiot.
doing?
I'm going to go see what Gaius is doing. Like walk up to him and see where he's looking and stuff, and see if he's okay. Because as far as I can tell, I can tell that Lokis has been stabbed, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay, well, I don't really know what Gaius's motives are at this point. At least that's what I would assume, right? Because I see this kid stabbed with Gaius's dagger. So I'm
Correct.
gonna walk up and have like my hands up and be like, Gaius, what happened?
I didn't. I didn't mean. It happened so.
I'm gonna.
As he's stammering, his voice starts to fade out, and you'll start to feel a presence coming from Gaius that you have never felt before.
What does it feel like, the presence? Just like that there's another person there, or like that he's a different person entirely?
A little bit of both. It's not like a hostile presence or anything crazy, but you know that there is a pressure being exerted from him that does not typically feel like Gaius. That something else is there.
I want to be like, who are you?
What you see before
Talking
you.
to not Gaius.
You will see Gaius standing there, still looking the same, but you will notice that there are two very, very small bumps on his forehead now. And Gaius, if you would like to introduce your quote-unquote other half.
So he's gonna be start flexing his hands a little bit. It looks like he's getting a feel for the bodies he's in. He kind of moves his arms around, see how they work, stretching a little bit, and he looks up at you and makes direct eye contact. And instead of Gaius's normal gray eyes, you see these deep maroon eyes staring at you. I don't know who I am. At least not yet. This is my first time here. Feels interesting.
Are you a parasite? Guys, do you have a parasite? Or, I guess, if you are such a thing, Gaius probably can't talk, can he?
No, he is currently indisposed. Oh, that's a good name. I think I'll call myself Zoldrak. Yeah. I'm Zoldrak. It's a pleasure to meet you. And his voice is very, it's got that cynical tone to it. And for me being a parasite, no, I'm a servant of sorts.
So, what? I assume you did that then, and kind of motion at Lokius without removing my eyes from Zoldrick.
My master commanded it, and so Gaius was, well, he allowed it to happen.
Oh, that's
and
wonderful.
So he gave me that opportunity to strike.
Nath.
Nath isn't paying attention. He is currently tending to,
I'm gonna like
Lucas.
find Nath with the back of my foot and like kind of kick him hard enough so he knows something is going on.
Is he close enough to do that?
Well, it's just like in between you and
Yeah, I mean it's
Kid and
it's a
Gaius.
fairly, I wouldn't say it's a small room. I mean it's, it's
Oh,
a
okay.
decent room, but yeah, he would be able
Well,
to do
then
it.
I will ignore him because Lokius is currently.
I'm gonna kick him again. Nath,
Oh,
you
you're the
don't.
one who's coughing.
You.
Oh,
Yeah, Lokius
Yeah.
is coughing.
okay.
I'm
Well,
like
I
Nath.
will do this.
I'm the. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm gonna pull out the dagger out of Lokius, and I'm going to pull my hand back, and I'm gonna stab the kid.
Okay. Are you doing your? Yeah. Okay.
Yippee! Yes, I do. Zoldrag, I guess, since you're the only one who's staring at this direction. You just see, his wounds not get magically healed, but like, it's as if I've just sped up the healing process. So there's a large scar on his side right now of Lokius.
You'll see him after you stab him with your cure wounds. You'll see him actually just pass out right there on the floor.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna turn over to Zoldrak. You know, I've read countless stories of heroes who have had multiple things happen to them, multiple identities. Usually, once their body's taken over, their companion will drag them out with the power of friendship. That is not what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna walk over to Zoldrak. You
I'm
are
going to
give him
darken
back.
step behind him. As you start to walk towards me, you'll see me just kind of fall backwards into a shadow, and then all of a sudden I'll just reappear right behind you.
Do I sense him?
Yes, you see him fall into the darkness of shadow, and then you feel the presence shift almost immediately from the front of you to behind you.
Okay,
Ooh,
well then I turn around.
That's fun.
Oh, perfect. You just got close to me. I grip him by the collar. I will either beat him out of you, or you're gonna force him out.
Oh, we getting angry now? And his eyes are going to flash red. Kneel, and he's gonna cast command at third level, because that's the only level I can cast it at.
Okay.
It is a save, I believe. Wisdom saving throw. DC is 14.
Is this a charm?
No, it's not a charm.
Enchantment.
Is command is two different things. Command is just making you do the action.
Okay, well then I fail.
Does it affect me too, since it's third level?
If he chooses to target you, but you haven't done anything.
Yeah, you haven't
So-
done anything, so I'm ignoring you.
So it would just be
Okay.
on Nath. Nath, you immediately drop to one knee.
So here's the thing. I'm gripping him by the collar, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The command was only to kneel.
Correct.
Do
I
I
can
drag
only
him down
say
with me?
one word.
If you want to hold on to his collar, give me.
Athletics, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes, we'll go with that.
7. Roll acrobatics, I think you save.
Do I need to roll tag?
Yeah, it's contested, isn't it?
I think that's up for Tag to decide.
I will say for right now, just because of the scenario, it is not. There was a set DC you needed to beat, and you did not beat it, so you would let go of his
Okay.
collar. Oliver, as you're standing there, this little confrontation happens, and all of a sudden, when he says kneel, Nath drops to one knee.
I'll be like, Nath, I don't think you could get rid of whatever this guy is with that easily.
You shut up. You just got here. Things are very serious.
I'm aware.
Call
Aware.
everyone.
They would have. Okay. And I walk out of the room to go get
Oh my
everyone else.
Okay. So the only one left up here is Zaja. If you want to go into that room.
Oh, I don't know what. I guess that's the only other room I know about. So yeah, I'll go knock on that door.
You knock on the door. Zaja, would you have locked your door or left it open?
Would have left it unlocked.
Okay. So you knock on the door, Oliver, and there's no response.
I guess with the circumstances, I would yell out to Zaja to see if there's any response.
There's no response.
Do I hear snoring? If I hear snoring,
He's
I'm just
calling
gonna.
chewing inside.
You do not hear snoring, no.
Okay. Then I'll go back up to go back up to the door where Nath is yelling. Like, sorry, Nath, everyone else is gone. It's just me. So if you want help, you have to ask me for help. That's crazy.
Ah, you dumb idiot. That would have been a perfect opportunity to surprise him.
Be like, Zoljak.
He'll just kind of glance over at you.
I'll be like, my friend here is, they're very bullheaded, and they don't know what they're talking about or getting into. It's not entirely our business what you and Gaius' relationship is. Right? You would agree with that, Zoljak?
There's really no relationship between me and Gaius. I just. My master implanted me in him. Ooh, how many years ago has it been? 10 years, maybe? This is only the first time I've ever been out. Feels good. I'm not sure if I want this to end.
So when you say words like implant, that makes me think parasite. Those kind of go pretty hand to hand. Like you don't sound like you belong in him or that he even wants you there, which is different than what I thought it was.
I don't know. I don't really know the full circumstances of our situation. It's just kind of happened. I mean, it's not every day and Asmar becomes fallen like this. And he'll kind of gesture at his body.
Like, well, maybe we can talk to Gaius, figure things out.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Nath, you are no longer commanded, so you would be able to stand up. You can feel because command doesn't stay for that long, so you'd feel that wear off. And at the same time, Zoldrick, can you give me a perception check, please?
Perception. That's a 15.
Okay. Zoldrick, you will notice, behind Oliver, off and where, like on the ground, you will notice, a very faint gold light coming from the figure that was laying on the ground.
And by the figure that was laying on the ground, are you referring to Lokius?
Yes, but being Zoldrick,
Yeah,
you would not
know.
you wouldn't know this figure. You would just see him laying there.
I'll just kind of walk past Oliver and kind of stare down at what I would assume to be boy, teenager, whatever.
Since he just walked by me, obviously, and I'm no longer restrained anymore, I'm going to rush towards the kid. Do not touch him. Don't you dare touch him.
I'm just observing right now. I'm curious about this light coming off of him.
Fascinating, isn't it? Would I recognize what the light is a little bit?
You would immediately recognize what this light is. It is some type of divination that you believe Lokius is calling in some type of way for a blessing, boon, or something. But you know that something holy is about to happen.
Wait, I have a question. I thought it was only him who could see the gold, so it's just like he's just shining right now.
Well, he's not shining. There is some light coming from something off of Lokius. Nobody knows what it is exactly. There's just a
Okey-dokey.
gold light. It was just Zoldrak noticed it first because he was facing that direction. And when he walks over and talks about it, it kind of makes it apparent to everyone in the room at that point.
Before I forget, I would like to recall the dagger to my hand.
Okay. You recall the dagger, and when you do, Oliver and Nath, you both witness the dagger appear in his hand, and then it slowly starts to creep in the shadow figure, and it becomes a semi-longer dagger with a sickle form on the end, almost like a half moon. It is no longer a dagger, but a full-on sickle in his hand.
And then I'll just kind of hook that to my belt. Oh, let's see what we got here, shall we? And I guess he'll kneel down.
I will
And-
try and stop the kid. I mean, the guy.
Okay. How do you stop him?
Uh,
Are you just trying to be in front of him, essentially?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I recommend stepping aside. Otherwise things could get messy.
I recommend you either let guys out or leave.
You see, the problem with that is I don't know how. It's random how this works. Like I said, this is only my first time being out here. This is like my birthday. Happy birthday, me, I guess. Now, please step aside.
I'm glad you mentioned birthday. It's a very special occasion, and every birthday, you really receive at least one birthday punch. I punched the guy.
Nice.
Fully expecting you to make a birthday suit joke, and I was just about to say, what the fuck is about to happen?
It's ready for him to make out with them already.
Oh, my Lanta.
More
Okay.
fanfic.
Go ahead and roll a punch attack.
It's okay if I use the restroom real quick. I'm sorry.
Does a 19 hit?
Go for it.
Yes,
Oh, shut up.
Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry.
it does hit.
Okay. So I know there's non-lethal damage and there is lethal damage, but I don't know if I would use it. Actually, yeah. If I did non-lethal damage right now on this occasion, what would be happening? Like,
Just
would it
drop
feel
the
like nothing?
motherfucker.
You would be punching him. I mean, lethal or non-lethal, either way, you're still punching Zoldrak.
Okay, then
So-
I'll use lethal.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Unless
take
your punch
8
somehow-
thunder damage.
Harder than mine.
Okay, so Zoldrak, you take 8 damage.
Okay, and then
Um,
I will. No, I'll save that.
I will
Yes.
also use my defensive field now.
Okay. And at that point, Lokius will stand up, and when he stands up behind Nath, there is a shimmering gold glow across his entire body right now. He's a little worse for wear. He's kind of struggling to stand up, and he puts his hand on your shoulder, Nath. He kind of leans over and is like, "It's okay, it's okay. I can deal with this. I can deal with it."
You're just a kid. It's
You
not
can
about
deal
whether
with
you
it.
can deal with it. It's about whether it's right. You should not do this right now. You need rest.
And he'll ignore you, Nath, and stand in front of you, staring down Zoldrak right now. Zoldrak, you will see this figure that you saw earlier kind of shimmering in this light, very light film gold across his entire body, and you'll see his eyes kind of lit up gold a little bit.
He'll kind of smile. What are you? Like, what's your whole deal here?
Oh, I just want to be friends. Don't you want to be friends?
He'll kind of think about it for a moment.
Alright, I'm back. Who got punched?
Okay, recap real quick. So, Nath punched Zoldrak and put up a defensive field. Loki's just stood up, He is now covered in this like light gold film. It's very faint, and he's currently standing eye to eye with Zoldrick right now. And he just asked if Zoldrick wants to be friends.
Wait, they're eye to eye? How tall is this kid? And how short is Soldrick?
Zoldrak / Gaius is only 5'8".
Yeah, Locus is
Uh-huh.
about the same height.
Damn.
He grew up, remember?
He grew
Yeah,
up.
but still.
Hey, that glow up though. All right. Anyways,
He wants to kind of think about that for a moment. What's the feeling he gets from this kid?
more curiosity than anything, because one, it's his first time out, and it's very weird that someone that just got up from the ground has to be friends, but at the same time, seems like a pretty friendly person actually. So.
What exactly is this? Like, what do friends mean? Like, is it?
Oh.
Do I get something out of it, or?
Yeah, I can. We can be friends, and I forgive you for what you've done.
He kind of rest one of his hands on the hilt of the sickle.
Come on, we can settle it over a hug. And he'll like gesture to like give you a hug.
Can I insight check him?
Of course.
One.
I'm imagining this is gonna be like the
9.
Santa movie where he hugs him and then he's gonna defrost him.
Aww. He thawed his frozen heart.
I rolled a 9.
Seems genuine. Seems like he just wants to give you a hug and forgive you.
Or KO.
I'll leave you be for now, but I'm very, very curious about what you are. You're a little bloody, and I'll use prestidigitation to kind of clean off his clothes of the blood.
Oh. Thank you. Can I just give you a hug, please?
No, I'm good. I don't really know how I feel, but I don't really want to be touched.
Okay. I guess I get that. Can you still talk to Gaius at all?
Hey, Mr. DM, can I talk to Gaius at all?
Zoldrak would not be able to know you are two different entities.
No, that's out of the picture right now. It's he's kind of like locked up, I guess. I don't know how this whole thing works.
Okay. Well, I guess I gotta do it this way.
Fucking knew it.
And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
11. God, I have terrible modifiers for these.
You rolled higher than you. He rolled a 13. So
God, just barely.
he will make an immediate lunge at you, Zoldrak. And when you go to evade him, he kind of predicts where you're gonna go next. And you were not ready for the speed, and he latches onto you almost like a hug. And he goes, Dexterous, bring him back, please. And then
God, let go of me, you child.
And Oliver, you will see a bright flash of gold just illuminate the room. And at that point, there is a brief pause. and Lokius will fall to the ground. Zoldric will no longer be there. Gaius will be back. But he will be extremely winded to the point where he is about to fall over.
Lucy's still holding him, right?
No, Lucy is completely knocked out on the ground right now.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll try and grab him.
Did we hear what name he said whenever he whispered?
Yes, he said Dexrius.
Okay. That's what I heard, but I want to make sure.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god.
Guys, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I thought so. Constitution. Nat 20. 21.
You hold on. You do not fall over. You are on one knee, gasping for air, but you are holding on. Nath,
What happened?
you grab Lokius. Do you pull him away? What do you do?
No, I was grabbing Gaius from falling.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you said Lokius. My apologies. Okay.
It's because I thought Lokius had already dropped.
Yo, okay.
Or are they
yeah.
both falling
So-
at the same time?
Well, Lokius had already fallen.
Yeah.
But Gaius he was about to fall over, but he's currently not, and you're now catching him.
What, guys?
Yeah, that's my name.
Okay. I knew those stupid hero stories were wrong. You okay, man?
I have no idea. Why am I so tired? What just happened?
Oliver, what would you like
Lokius.
to do?
So where's Lokius like passed out, right?
Yeah, he's passed out, basically in front of Gaius and Nath right now. Nath is holding Gaius up.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was like Princess holding.
God, no. Stop.
I'll
Stop.
I'll go see how Lokius is doing.
Okay, give me a medicine check, please.
I'm really good at those. Those are something I'm really good at.
Nat 1.
I got 12. Dagnabbit.
That is enough. Actually, that is the DC. You will notice, looking over Lokius, the first thing that you do is check his pulse, and you do not feel a pulse.
Hey.
Now, after seeing what you have just witnessed, you know that there was some type of divination that went on. And seeing Lokius and checking that he has no pulse, you're kind of starting to put something together here from what Sargeras said.
Yeah, I figured. Alright, go
What
ahead.
do you do?
Um, I think I understand what's happening. So real quick question, did I get a full long rest?
Technically you
reference?
haven't yet. You were kind of you were getting there, but you were shunted awake a little bit because of the yelling from Gaius. So technically Nath, Gaius, and you have not finished a full rest yet. Neither is obviously Lokius. So
You little shit.
Wait.
now it
I'm
is
an
still
elf.
kind of the middle of the night, but
Grumpy.
I thought Lokius was now dead.
We didn't have a pulse,
Yeah,
but
he's dead.
nobody knows yet.
that's
Hey, yo, you better drag me upstairs because I know Revivify. Kidding.
he could be dying, I think is what Tag is hinting at.
Oh.
I didn't hear what.
Oliver, how is he?
I'll be like, he. Wait, I don't have time to think about this.
Oh, fuck you. Think fast, now.
Okay, well, it's hard because of character development. You know.
That's right.
so
Let's go,
characters just
baby,
being
let's go.
nice.
Dude,
Not
don't think,
my
don't
bitch,
explain,
you-
just do.
All right. Well, if we were doing what I would, if we were gonna do what you want me to do, Nath, then I will turn and I will shake my head at Gaius and show that I'll just say like he didn't make it.
Guys, or I will just kind of freeze up.
Nath is gonna drop Gaius.
Is there? Oh shit! You took me out. Is there anything you can do? Like, I. Fuck. And tears are gonna start kind of coming out of my eyes.
No, that can't be possible. No. I'm gonna quickly walk over to the kid, and I'm gonna look at my wrist. No, I'm sure I'm gonna stab him again, even if it doesn't work. I'm gonna stab him 2 times.
Okay. And 1 stab. No response. 2nd stab. No response.
Also, you know what I'm stabbing him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure.
Just Oliver, please, fucking tell me there's something you can do. 'Cause I don't want to be the reason this kid died. Not after what I promised him.
My goodness, I hate this. I will kind of
This
lean
guy.
over Gaius, like kneel down and lean next to him, while Nath, I guess, is just stabbing the Lokius over and over again. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, he isn't gonna make it. I didn't get a full rest and wasn't able to cast any magic, and sometimes it is our fault that bad things happen. Just like this is your fault and your responsibility to take hold of.
Can I insight check Oliver to see if he really can't do anything?
Sure.
After he does that, I'm gonna do something.
8.
Explain how it is, Oliver, if you can or can't.
I can't do anything.
Okay. Nath, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pick up Loki, and I'm gonna say, if you're useless, at least there's another one of you. And I'm gonna begin running down, yelling out for Bosco.
Okay.
Once I get to the main floor, I'm gonna yell out, "Where's Bosco? Where is he?"
So you
Where's that asshole?
You carry Loki down the stairs into an open bar where a bartender, a guy, a behemoth, or a half giant, half Goliath, and a dude with a construct all look at you carrying a dead body.
But they also hear me yelling, right?
Yes, they hear you yelling, "Where's Bosco?" And none of them know who the hell Bosco is, so they're all just kind of staring at you right now.
Wait, they do, don't they? The halfling? They've heard his name before, right?
I mean,
I'm saying that I would make a name for myself and underneath by now. I'm kidding.
I'll leave it to a roll. How about that? Because there are a lot of people that come through this tavern.
And Bosco loves gambling.
Okay, are you gonna roll or do I have to roll?
I'm rolling. I'm rolling for the barkeep. Wow.
Give
by
him
the
advantage.
by the seat of your pants. I can't believe this.
I'm not seeing rules. I
He
don't know why.
goes, "Oh, well, I'm doing DM rolls. I don't do it on the
Oh,
thing."
Yeah, dum.
It was a natural 20. So the
well, I didn't see
barkeep.
one of your rolls
Yes.
earlier either, guys. So sorry, I'm a dub.
Oh, that's because Zoldrak's character sheet's in a completely different campaign thing.
feel like less a dum dum.
The barkeep will go, oh, Bosco. Yeah, you're looking for the little halfling guy, right?
Yes, where is he? Oh,
What? This is kind of what happened to him. Anyways, if you're looking for him, he's hey, open the door. Let him go down there. And he'll point over to the half giant, half Goliath, who is like now gone from like half awake to like full upright awake, and opens a door that you've never seen before that is like seamlessly put into the wall, and you just see a staircase that leads straight down.
I run, I book it.
Give me an athletics check.
How dare you do this to me?
You are in full sprint, in a panic, looking for Bosco going down a hallway that is semi-dark.
How could you do this to me?
Natural 1, let's go, baby. That's a
Oh my
0.
God.
You trip. Lokius flies out of your arms.
Oh no.
Well,
You both
now dead.
go tumbling down the stairs. Bosco, please give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh no, what did I do?
Oh my God,
What
that
have
was
I
a 0.
Oh, what is happening? Sorry, my sheet's being weird. There we go. Perception. I don't see shit, Captain.
Yep.
That is a 5.
You do not wake up. Nath, you get to the bottom of the stairs after tumbling and falling and letting go of Lokius.
Is he on the ground somewhere? Can I see him?
Which one?
Lokius.
Yeah, of course you can see Lokius. You just let him fall out of your arms.
I pick him up again. And I go,
Hey,
I'm so sorry. I put my hand over his head and I start caressing him. He's like, I'm so sorry. And I begin searching for Bosco.
You look around and you see Bosco sitting on one of the stools next to like this weird like table that looks like a maze for something. You don't know what it is, but he's like blacked out on the side of the table right now.
I yell his name out, like with a vigor, a force that has never came out of Nath before.
Bosco, give me a perception check. Just a regular perception check now.
Seeing if that wakes me up.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10.
No moss. He does not move.
I kick him.
You're still a little bit of ways from him and he's on a stool.
I walk over to him with a brisk pace.
You let
and
go of Lokius, or do you pick Lokius up with you?
No, I told you I picked him up again. That's why I was caressing his head.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, you walk over and then kick him. Bosco, give me another perception check with advantage, please.
You better not fail this one.
Because you are
Watch
blacked
me
out
get 2
right now.
nat 1s.
You are blacked out.
That's 14.
That is just enough to where you start to slowly come out of wherever you were.
Do I see his eyes blinking?
You
at
see
least a
him
little bit?
starting to move and like somewhat come awake, but he looks like he's about to have the worst hangover ever.
I
Well,
yell in his
what's
ear to try
happening?
and wake him up.
What'd you say now?
Bosco!
Oh, okay.
What's happening?
Please tell me. Please tell me you can help with the dead. Please!
What? What's this? What?
I put
Oh,
on
my
my light
head.
bulb.
What?
And I shine it on Loki.
What?
He's dead!
What?
He's dead!
He's just going to scream, "What?" and just scramble up.
Can
He'll
you
probably
do
topple out of his
something?
chair. I'm going to pull out. Well, wait. Let me check something. Oh,
Oh.
this is something that we didn't go over. I have Revivify prepared. What about components?
So for this one, do you have a diamond worth 300 gold or at least 300 gold?
Neither.
I have
Oh
800.
boy. Well,
Tag, I hate you!
unless you can think of some way to make it happen.
The gold.
There is, I will say, there is one way that Bosco, you specifically can make this happen, but I don't know if you paid attention or not. So that's on you. But at this point, if you're asking about Revivify, you either have to have a diamond worth 300 or have 300 gold together.
Nath is looking at Bosco with intense eyes and a light bulb. Bosco, tell me what can he do? Hey, come on, man. We don't got all day. This kid's dying.
Come on, man.
Think, what did he? I mean, I could go upstairs and rob the shopkeep, but I'm not sure that
Jesus.
would that make it 2 ways I could do it?
Is his thinking taking time in like D&D, or is it just hopefully him thinking out of character? Please tell me it is.
I'll say for now, right now, it's just him thinking out of character because I guarantee he's trying to figure out what I told.
Yes.
So I will not count the time towards it, but it will. I will have to continue this. You know, I can't leave here forever.
Okay, tell me when you begin doing it real time.
I think it's all part of real time. It's just like, I mean, there's like a time limit at least, right?
Yeah, I'm saying when. Tell me when the time limit ends.
I have 2 different ideas.
Is out of character?
Well,
Telling that.
probably.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, out of character. Thinking about. One could be the silver vase. Maybe that's worth something. I don't know if that would be or not. The other is that for some reason you were saying that for some reason you were. Something about the dream you were saying last session.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, godly video tabs. I'm glad you are here.
What?
No matter.
I'm just kidding.
He's not kidding.
Not
Plus, I
getting-
can't
no
even
kidding.
tell him anything because I don't know anything.
You'll not get the point because of the dream, which will somewhat explain next session. I'm not sure if that's involved or not.
I can't believe you, Tag. You gave us the kid. You wanted us to have the kid, just so you could kill the kid.
Oh god.
Ja.
What's the decision?
This could have not killed them.
Yeah, Tag, you could have not killed the kid. You could have just let us have the kid.
I'm gonna start counting time if we don't make a decision. Okay, Bosco. What do you do?
Are you saying that if I had enough just flat out money, I could use that?
Correct.
Hmm.
If you had at least 300 gold right now, you can supplement it.
I have 124. I'm just going to look at Nath and say, how much money do you have?
What? Why do you need money? I thought you were magical.
It costs money. It's
Fine.
weird,
I
okay?
have 100 gold. I have 100 gold.
Oh, shit. I'm just going to sprint upstairs.
I
Look-
follow him carrying the body. Wait, what are
Okay.
you doing? I'm nervous.
Oh, there's
stepping
Hi
up because I
Bosco.
don't
Hi,
wanna trip.
what is happening? Right? Are you guys running upstairs?
I
I'm
need
running, but at a pace
80 gold
that
right
is
now.
fine.
Please, for the love of God, anything, I will do it. I need it immediately. This kid is dying, and I need to revive him.
Are you
Just
talking to the
screaming.
barkeep, or are you talking up? Oh, okay.
The barkeep specifically.
Why do you need 80 gold for someone dying? This sounds like a scam.
We can enter debt, right? We can enter debt. We have to rest here for 3 more days, don't we?
Oh,
No. You got to go upstairs. Go on. Don't run the scam by me.
I'll just fucking sprint upstairs.
I'll continue carrying Lokius, lumped dead in my hands, running upstairs as well.
Do I have any idea where anybody else is?
No, actually, you wouldn't. You would just know that your companions are somewhere upstairs, and you can see that some doors are open. So you would actually probably, if you walk upstairs, go around, you'd probably see Oliver and Gaius with the door open.
No, I'm just gonna see Oliver and just flying tackle him, reaching for his money pouch.
Bosco, what are you
No
doing?
time. There is no time.
I'm gonna kick him off. Like, I don't want him to grapple me if he's trying to grapple me.
I need to revive him, asshole!
Considering you didn't say that and you're just tackling me, I would try to resist the tackle.
Okay, so Bosco, you go to lunge at Oliver, and Oliver does not let you. You are
I
now
need a roll, or
No, I'll just say you don't. We don't need to roll all that out. This is very much everyone's in a panic at this point, so.
I have a question. If you put a dead body in the bag of holding, does it extend the time of when
No,
it
it does
decomposes,
not.
or no?
It does not.
It does not? Okay.
you can find bags of holding with bones in them. Bones.
So Bosco's asking for 80 gold. Guys, you're kind of still playing it together. Oliver, you're standing there. What do you all do?
I'm just going to scream at Oliver. I need money to revive him.
I'll take out my coin bag. I use this.
I'll just snag it. So he'll take his bag, the one that Nath gave me, and mine, and just dump all 3 of them on his body without any regard. I'll just hesitate for a second. I'm just going to grab out the vase on my bag, stuff that on top, just slam my coin on top, and then just try to cast Revivify on Lokius.
Okay. So you guys get 300 gold together. I'm assuming, Nath, you put Lokius down on the ground.
I'm not even like counting money. I'm just like putting everything of as much money worth as I can stick on this kid.
Yes, I dropped the kid.
Lokius is put on the ground. The coin is just buried on top of Lokius. Oliver.
Yes.
At this moment, you see what is happening. You realize what Bosco is doing. And you feel a little tinge in the back of your head. Almost as if like Sargeras is pulling like a little string on the back of your head. How do you respond to the situation?
Am I allowed to respond to the tinge?
If you choose to, yes. You can respond how you see fit.
I will respond as I pray, like in my head. I'd be like, the choice was made.
You said the choice was made?
Yeah, that's what I'll say. And then ask if there's anything else that he wants me to do. Or they want me to do. To Cigaris.
You feel... You won't hear anything, but you'll get this feeling, like, within you, that Sargeras is kind of giving you, like, acceptance that you have made this decision. That if this is what you want to go with, then Sargeras is behind you, essentially. So at this point, Bosco dumps coin on top of Lokius.
Can I also burn my nat 20 inspiration?
Holy shit.
You may. So with that being burned, because there was going to be a roll actually, so I will mark that off now.
Good job.
Fucking everything into bringing this kid back to life.
As you dump the gold, and you kind of all just wait. Now it's happened. You're seeing something most of you have never seen before. You'll see some of the coins start to drift and move, almost like hands are pushing the coins aside here and there. Some of it will dematerialize into nothingness. Some of it will flow into Lokius. It's almost like someone somewhere is counting the coins, shifting it here and there. And as you guys watch, you'll see this outline of coin start to be made around Lokius on the ground. And then, Bosco, the coin that you carry, where would you keep that coin on you? Like in your pocket, in your breastplate, where would you keep that on you?
Isn't it all on top of Lokius right now?
No, I'm talking about your coin.
Oh.
Your specific
that
coin. Yes.
I slapped that one right down on his chest.
Oh, perfect.
Spellcasting focus.
Perfect. So with that coin, you'll see it almost like shunt into the air above him, and then start to spin extremely fast. And then the coins on the outline of Lokius will shunt and dematerialize into Lokius, and the coin will fly straight down into his chest. Nath, almost where you were making the stabbing points with your mechanism. And when the coin hits, you all hear a loud like thoop. And then there's a stillness. And you wait.
I'm gonna kind of creep forward a little bit.
I'm gonna kneel in front of him.
Lokius? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen, Lokius. And I'm just gonna kind of lift him up a little bit and hug him.
I guess it worked. Keep trudging on with a smile, right?
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna look over to Bosco.
Bosco's just going to be on his hands and knees, breathing exhaustedly.
Thank you.
What the hell happened? How the hell did he die? What happened?
Gaius seems to be possessed. Or would I know, or it has possesses a parasite, is I guess what I would say. Possesses a parasite that took control of him and stabbed Lokius.
What? You're saying there's a parasite inside me?
They were talking for you. They were talking almost in your voice, but not quite. And they threatened Nath and threatened to do whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted.
I just want to grab Gaius kneeling next to us by the neck. Who's like, what the hell is he talking about?
Chill, I have no idea. I mean...
Well, you better get some idea.
I might have an idea, actually. It's been with me for 10 years.
What?
I don't look this way by my own choice. I didn't choose myself to be the way I am. I was I was being raised to be a druid, actually, to protect nature and all that, but I was attacked on one of the missions I was sent on for my training. I was attacked by this thing, this shadow. I don't know what happened after that. I woke up and my skin had turned gray. My dagger, which had been this brilliant white iron, had turned to what it is now, and I ran home. I was scared. I was so scared. But when I got home, the house was destroyed. My mom laid dead in the rubble, and my dad, close to her, lay dying. So I think this thing that took control of me was a part of that shadow. The part of the shadow that's been with me since I was 10.
So you're telling us that you knew you had this potentially dangerous thing inside of you and you didn't think to tell any of us.
Not like that. I always thought it was just the shadow toying with my head, trying to drive me insane.
Well, it apparently worked.
Or it's becoming strong enough to take over you. Either way, you have shown yourself to be a danger to all of us.
Oliver, we listened to him. We heard his story. He might be a danger, but it's not on purpose.
I never said that we wouldn't keep him around. Or that we wouldn't hear him out or give him a second chance. Just
Then why
stating it as it is. Well, why not mention it? Why not mention the obvious? This like obvious concern that we all have to hold for him at this moment till we figure things out.
I didn't mention it because, just like earlier in the orphanage when we were talking, it seems like whenever I talk about it, the visions get stronger. But I have dedicated my life since that day to finding whatever the fuck this shadow is and killing it. And if killing it doesn't change me back, then I'm killing myself.
Let's try to help you not have to kill yourself. I don't think that's what any of us want.
Well,
Even after everything that's happened tonight.
Sounds like it's time for a good old-fashioned exorcism.
Trust me, I've tried the lot. It hasn't helped.
Oh, trust me, I'm going to do that exorcism out of spite at this point, one way or another.
Bosco, I understand why you're saying this, but the tone you're saying it, it's no time for jokes.
I'm not joking. I don't like your implication.
Okay, guys, that dagger of yours. Have you ever tried getting rid of it?
No. I haven't because it was my dad's. And I just can't let myself part from it.
Well,
Is it you, or is it the creature keeping you from parting from it?
It's me. At least as far as I can tell.
that dagger changed shape once it was in the hands of the other one. It became a sickle. Maybe it's not even yours anymore.
Oh, for all we know, if it's managed to take you enough over to stab someone, and might not even be your dagger, could have messed with your memories or some shit. We don't know.
I want this dagger to be what kills that shadow. So I can't let myself part with it.
What if that dagger is what powers that shadow?
Where's Zaja? I'll interrupt.
So,
Can I interrupt with that? Maybe she should be a part of all of this conversation. She tends to know how to best handle situations like this, I feel like. Because Oliver, as we all know, has this really weird, obscure opinion about Zaja, thinking that she's just this awesome person. Like, not that she isn't, but that, he's just like.
Why don't you
up
have that
and
opinion of me? I just brought this kid back to life.
Because he hasn't really interacted with her yet, so he just assumes that she's better than the rest of you.
You might be right, Oliver. She usually does have a rational thought. I'll try and wake her up. And do I know where she's sleeping at?
she's in most likely the only door that isn't open, and Gaius Lokius is fast asleep, pretty much snoring in your arms. Nath, you go to the door.
Yes.
What do you do?
I open it up because she's probably asleep.
You open it up. It is not locked. When you walk in, it's a little bit dark, but you get your bearings, and you look over, and Zaja is not laying in bed. She is in a full meditative state, floating above the bed right now.
Okay.
I walk over to Zaja, and I, hey, Zaja, can you wake up?
There is no response.
I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm gonna shake her a little bit.
You go to shake her, and there you meet like a physical barrier. Like you go to try and wake her up, and it's like an invisible dome. Zoom. You hit it, and it like vibrates around her.
Zaja's in the avatar state.
It appears that Zaja's...
I was just thinking that too.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yes. I was thinking if it would work if I could describe an Arcana. Yes, I can.
27. Natural 20.
So you have read in your books that you have since thrown away, because it was knowledge that was far beyond something that you could comprehend, knowing that you come from a mechanical based side of things. You want facts, you want numbers. That's how you do. But you do recall that there was a book that talked about chakra state, essentially, and that if one could overcome the physical boundaries, they could push to the limit of inhumane things that have only been talked about per godhood, demigodhood, things of unearthly nature. But because there were no hard facts, no evidence, nothing that you could go off of in these books, you thought it was just essentially like folklore or just tales, things for the kids, essentially. But now that you're standing in front of it and you have physically touched it, it immediately rings a bell that this could be a possibility that you're witnessing in front of you right now.
I guess you're trying to become somewhat like a god, so I'll leave you be for now. I walk back to the group. Zaja's currently in a deep sleep, and I believe none of us will be able to wake her up. Let's leave her be for now.
I'm gonna pick up Lokius and kind of move him over to the bed.
Which bed are you taking him to? Like your room, or?
I mean, I would assume we're still in my room, so I'm gonna leave
Yeah.
him there, and then after I set him down, I'm gonna look to everyone.
I think that's where I rushed to, trying to steal Oliver's money pouch.
Mhm.
I guess I should probably address
I think
a couple things now.
You guys were in the middle of the like just outside the room. I wouldn't say you were in the room because the room's kind of small. I would say you guys would be like just outside the room, like in the open area.
Okay.
Hey guys, for now, after what happened,
I think I should be around him.
exactly. So I'm gonna take him to my room. You still need your rest. You are still with us. You are currently Gaius, so you are going to sleep here. But I will take him to my room.
Okay.
Now, I believe we should think this over once everything has died down. We are currently in an emotional state. We will rest for now, and in the morning we will talk about what has happened.
I'll just kind of nod my head to you, and hand you Lokius.
I will quickly just like nod my head and head over to my room and say, "Good night, everybody."
I have questions of, did I get a full long rest?
It is still nighttime.
Okay.
If you guys wish to go back to sleep, you can. If not, then you would not.
I will mention this. I will only sleep for 4 hours, then I will stay up the rest of the time just concentrating on Lucius, making sure he's fine.
Okay. So
My other question is, how much of these stuff was consumed? From it sounds like my coin is gone.
Yes. So, based off what had happened, there would be 300 gold. And based off the panic state of it all, you assumed your entire gold and Nath's entire gold pouch were being used. And then Gaius fronted the next 80 or 70, whatever it was.
Okay. Because I lost 124.
And then Nath used 100, which made it 224. And then Gaius, whatever, you can deduct whatever the difference, I think it's like 76. Yeah, 76. Deduct 76 from yours.
I did.
So, since my spell Identify uses gold, I just lost my gold, but I still have the gold dust.
Good job.
Would it no longer be valid, or?
Are you saying that your Identify would no longer be valid because you have no gold, or what are you trying
No,
to
I'm
validate?
asking you. I'm like, would it be valid to cast the spell considering I still have the gold dust, or because I don't have the gold in general, I can't cast it?
I would say because you have the dust, I will allow it one more time until you get more gold itself.
Okay.
So let's just say you have enough dust for one more Identify until you get more gold.
Then my coin is gone, right?
Give me a perception check.
That's a 9.
Yep. You think your coin was taken when it was used on Locust.
Ah.
We've really been rolling badly, but equally, we've rolled like 3 nat 20s.
Okay.
Get it.
So what
Oh, I
does-
just realized that the way that I wrote it is that I can attune a different coin to be a spellcasting focus over a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any coins to do that with currently.
Mm-hmm.
I literally have a mace and that's it right now.
So,
It's-
what do the rest of you do now? Or is everyone heading to what they assume to be bed at this point?
I would definitely struggle trying to fall asleep after everything that happened. But I think eventually I will end up falling asleep.
Okay. Nath will get his 4 hours and then continue to watch over Lokius after quite the night. Gaius, yes, you will struggle a little bit here and there to fall asleep. A lot on your mind now. But eventually you do go. Bosco, are you going to a bed, I'm assuming?
Wait, though I also did think of my last question. Do I take a level of exhaustion from hangover?
We haven't gotten there yet. Are you going to bed, or are you just going to go back downstairs, or what's the plan for you?
I'd probably just go to bed and collapse there.
Okay. You go to bed.
So I went
Oliver
from a
will-
very low to a very high state.
Yeah. You kind of roller coastered really hard. So you go to bed, fall in the bed. Oliver will go to bed in the tavern with the group instead of at the school. At that point, everyone go ahead and get a long rest.
Yay.
Hooray. Do we deserve it?
No.
So everyone gets a long rest. Bosco, you get your long rest, but you will suffer a point of exhaustion.
Hooray! I'm fucking hungover as shit. Where do I do that on character sheet? Conditions.
Conditions.
Fuck, boys. Let's. Fuck.
Okay. And the sun comes up. Some of you wake up to natural light. Some of you get shunted awake. It is now morning. Zaja, you wake up. And you aren't laying down in bed. You are sitting upright in a meditative state. And you slowly come to consciousness with the natural light. And you have never felt better.
I'm going to get up and do my yoga.
All right.
You have no idea the shitstorm that happened.
Not at all. And she's going to be little and enjoy her morning.
Oh yeah,
And
that
you do.
20 coins that Gaius gave me is also gone.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You little shit.
Okay.
Oh, are we going to discuss this now?
Hey, man, this
So?
is out of character.
Well, what do you guys do? It is the next day. Everyone got a long rest. I leave it to you where you want to go here.
Was that vase also consumed?
The vase was not consumed, no.
Okay.
I will get up, kind of get my day going, and I'm going to make sure everyone's awake, and I'm going to be all cheerful and perky and open the doors and be like, "Good morning! It's time to rise and shine. Let's get this day going."
Let's
And
get
go
this bread,
through-
gamers.
And just do that to each room. I'm not even going to pay attention who's in which room. I'm just going to kind of do it. loud enough to wake them all and head downstairs.
When Zaja says good morning to me, I'm gonna just yell out, "Why good morning, Zaja?"
And I'll be all cheerful.
When Zasha opens my door, I'm just not there.
Fuck did you go?
I'll take note that no one's in the room, but I'll just go to the next room and continue till everyone's up.
Okay. Whose room are you at next?
I guess Bosco, I would be waking you up and then heading downstairs from there.
Yeah. Bosco's just gonna be lying face on his bed and you just hear
Music shop, but yeah.
Is Lokius awake?
He is fast asleep. Like, still almost snoring. He is sleepy sleep.
Does he look like he needs more sleep, or does he look like he's got his time?
I mean, you can't really tell because you've never seen him sleep. So you don't know what state he's currently in.
Okay.
Not very familiar with Lokius.
I will close the blinds for him. I will shut the door behind me. Actually, no, I won't shut the door behind me. I will write a little note. Well, actually, no. I will pull out a little bug and I will set it down on the thing so that whenever he wakes up, it will just yell out with a 6-second long recording. It'll say, good morning. This is Nath.
That was more than 6 seconds.
Okay, I'll repeat it. Good morning, this is Nath. Look for me next time. That doesn't sound right. I look at my bug. How should I do this? Hey, good morning, this is Nath. Make sure to look for me. That sounds too rushed. Hey, good morning, this is Nath. Make sure.
Yeah.
Huh?
Just go downstairs.
Sorry.
That's beautiful.
I will whisper into my bug. Good morning, this is Nath. Make sure to find me. And then I'll place it on the cupboard.
He'll just kind of
and then I
roll
will go
over.
downstairs. Yeah, once I go downstairs, I will have a happy smile on my face.
Okay.
Guess Bosco will eventually drag himself downstairs a while later than everyone else, probably.
And guys, would you have already been downstairs?
I would have actually left the tavern or the inn to go find Exid.
Oh, okay. So Zaja, Nath, and Osco. Eventually you were all down in the tavern. He goes, oh, hello. Get a good sleep. Sound like a lot of ruckus. Did you figure it out?
Kind of look at the others and just kind of keep smiling.
Oh, yeah, we figured it out. He's still a bit, I have no clue. I guess he's still trying to wake up. Oh, did you happen to see, what's his name? Oh, yeah. Did you happen to see Gaius? And then I look over at Zaja, and then I look at over at the barkeep, just like quickly shifting between them two.
I guess, Gaius, would you have left a note or said anything? Because I know the barkeep would have asked you on the way out, but would you have said that?
I would have said nothing.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm assuming your friend, he walked out, but didn't really respond, so I know he's out there in the world.
Okay. Well, I guess he needs his time to think, so I guess we should let him be. But
Oh,
everyone else.
rough night, huh?
Yes, very rough.
It was?
Oh, Zasha, I'll explain it to you while we walk outside. Because we need to go over to the arena to figure out our placements. Yes.
Hey, sure, let's go. And I'll just kind of give a weary look to Bosco.
He's just like kind of massaging his temples, just like leaning full on the table, just like looks like shit. First
Holy-
after the the whole panic that happened, and also the heavy drinking and everything, he is not good.
Hey,
I'll just
Bosco.
and say, yoga does wonders for hangovers. And I'll walk out.
I don't care much for yogurt.
It tracks.
I'll hand Bosco one of my rations. Fill yourself up.
He'll just pull himself away from the table and just kind of walk slowly after the rest of you. Snacking, I guess.
Do
Rations.
you need me to, like, carry you in my bag if you don't want to walk?
With that, he's just gonna look up sharply and just keep that damn thing away from me.
Okay, then.
I'm not going in that bag. You do. Nobody can bring me back if something happens.
Yeah, no, I guess that's true. Okay, you don't need to go in the bag. I'll once we step out the tavern, I'll explain.
Okay. Guys, are you going to the castle?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go to the castle. Festivities are very high right now in the city. Like crazy high. There are people in the streets. Some fireworks going off. It is the beginning of the morning, and people are freaking out. And you have no idea why, but you do eventually find your way to the castle. You head up the flight of stairs at the top, and once you get up there, there's a guard that meets you. Hello, welcome to the Silkhart Castle. How can I help you?
I request an audience with Exid, please. I would like to talk to him.
And your name is?
Gaius.
Okay. One moment, please. He'll gesture at the other guard, and then he'll walk in to the door. Okay. After some time, the other guard will come out. Okay. Please come with me. And he will start walking inside.
I would kind of keep my hood up closer around my face and walk in.
Okay. You walk in, and he will gesture, say he's waiting for you up top. Go ahead up.
Thank you. And I'll head to where Exit is.
Okay. You go up the stairs, past the second flight of stairs, and up to the throne room. You enter, and he is in there drinking some type of liquid with his bodyguard nearby. He goes,
hello, welcome. Gaius, right?
That's correct.
Please, come in. Why do you need me at such an early hour?
Do you remember how I asked you a couple days ago about my dagger and the shadows?
I think so.
he's kind of like racking his brain right now because it's pretty early.
There was an incident last night. Apparently, I'm not the only one inside my body.
Oh. You are just now figuring this out?
I mean, I knew the shadow was in me, but I didn't realize it could take control like it did.
You say the shadow took control?
That's what my friends tell me.
Oh, and you do not remember this?
I do not know. It.
Interesting.
I remember looking at Lokius, and then everything went dark, and when I came to again, I was just severely fatigued, and Lokius was dead.
You will see the bodyguard immediately get like their stance becomes very hardened, and you can feel their gaze like staring directly at you when you say that. Next will be like,
What do you mean dead?
He, from what I was told, he did something to my other half, and it brought me back. And when I came to, he was lying on the floor. But we were able to bring him back. Bosco was able to bring him back. I just need to figure out what this is and how I can prevent it. And I was wondering if you possibly knew anyone that would know anything about this kind of stuff, or how to, I don't know, slow down whatever's happening to me.
so at the mention of him being brought back, Tor's hardened like stance becomes a little bit like softer, like it's calmed down a bit.
Can I kind of insight check those reactions to see why? Like, was it for fear of exit, or was it because of Lokius?
Sure, go ahead and give me an insight check.
10.
No idea. You can't tell what it was because Exit kind of kept a straight face through the whole thing. So you can't tell what the reaction was towards. But she will calm down, and then Exit will turn and be like,
I wonder if he is still around. This sounds like you need to go out of the city. I do not have anyone here in Silkheart that specializes in that type of oogie boogie type of thing. Let me look. Hang on.
he'll get up and walk over to a desk on if the throne is facing you. To the right of the throne, there is a long desk with some papers on it and some drawers, and he'll walk over to that desk and pull a drawer out.
While he's searching, I want to look towards his bodyguard since I haven't learned her name yet. I saw your reactions to what I was saying. Was it out of fear for exit, or do you know Lokius?
And she will hold up a hand with with 2 fingers. The number 2.
So second option.
What you can surmise.
How How do you know him?
You'll see her kind of pause for a second. And then she'll just look back at you. No response. Like it was an awkwardly long pause too. and then she'll just look back at you.
Forgive me if I'm being rude, but are you unable to speak? Or is that like a personal choice? Like an oath or something?
She will again hold up the number 2.
Okay, I'll stop bugging you with questions.
Why are you doing that? I probably should have looked up. Oh, here it is. Got it. Okay. So he will come back with like glasses, kind of looking in a book. And he will kind of flip through it a little bit, then run his finger down a page and be like,
Yes, so you could either go to the Elven City of,
and he'll kind of squint a bit.
Lentharur, however the hell the elves pronounce it. Or
He'll kind of shift through a couple more pages.
you could go talk to, I hate saying his name, Koranos. It's really hard to figure out where he went though. He's a weird one.
And if you want that name, I can type it all out to you.
Yeah, I would like both of the spelling for it. I don't have my notebook open, so I'm just kind of typing this right now.
Yeah, I'll put it in the note taking.
This person you mentioned, is he like a specialist in something, or why do you recommend him?
Yeah, I guess you would call him a specialist, yes.
And then this Elven City, how far away is it?
The city is to the north of us, roughly, depending how you get there, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 3 days. Depends on your type of travel.
Okay. Thank you. I'll keep this in mind.
I wish I had more for you, but that is beyond my, my knowledge.
If you could at all, could you have people ask around about possible rumors of this kind of stuff for me? See if there's possible places where it could have struck again, or anyone else affected like I am.
I will keep my ears open, but I do not want to start pulling branches that could cause a panic, and right now it's festivities time, so...
I understand. Okay. I'll kind of do a down nod and turn to start leaving.
Okay. You just hear the closing of a book and a couple of drawers open behind you as you leave. Okay, so cut from him
Did you even say thank you?
No.
to the
Actually, I might have. I don't remember.
to the group of Nath,
It's more convenient for my narrative if you didn't.
Nath, Zaja, and Bosco. You guys walk out of the tavern, and the city is in full festivities. Like, there are fireworks going off, there are kids yelling in the street, people are frolicking. It is in full send right now, and it is the beginning of the day. What do you three want to do?
Okay, Zaja. Just like last time, lead the way, but since we've already seen how to go there, we'll stand side by side, and while standing side by side, I will explain.
Okay.
I
No
love
idea what
that.
he just said.
I guess I'm
Alright.
ready.
It started on a cold night.
Oh dear God, man. Just tell me what happened.
So Lokius died.
What?
But he's not dead. He's not dead though.
Oh,
Gonna bring
okay.
him back. And now I'm out of money.
I'm out of
spent
money
it
as
all.
well. And
What does
Gaius is
the
also broke.
Broke or near broke, I don't know exactly how much.
I'm not sure. Either.
So, how did he die, and why did he die?
I will explain this, Bosco. Do not explain. I know.
Why are you saying that to me like I was gonna do something?
Because I feel like if I say something, you're gonna interject and say I was wrong about something.
Well, I'm going to anyway. You can't stop me there.
I guess that's true. So, Zoldrex stabbed him, but Zoldrex is Gaius. But not really. Have you read? Okay, have you read children's hero stories before?
Yeah. I mean, I've been told stories.
Then do you know that basic trope where the hero will be taken over by some dastardly creature and will fight against his own friends until the hero, with the power of friendship, pulls him out?
Yeah, I have no idea what he means either.
It's a very common trope.
I take it that so Gaius was taken over by an evil entity?
Yes. That was part of his past.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so he murdered Lokius?
Yes, but I healed him because at that moment he didn't die yet. And then Lokius, using the power of friendship, I guess, he started to glow and he hugged Zoldrex and extracted Gaius back, and then he died.
Okay, so he died, you brought him back, then he sacrificed himself to bring Gaius back.
Uh-huh.
And
and then Oliver was also there. I forgot to mention that. Oliver was there for a ton of this, but I guess he went back to the college. So he was trying to figure out if he could bring him back, but he couldn't. So I thought, wow, this guy's useless right now. So I ran over to the other guy, which just so happened to be Bosco. And we had to gather money. And then we resurrected him. We were trying to explain this to you at night, but it appears you were in a key state. Are you trying to become a god?
Well, I don't think I'm trying to become a god. I just am trying to find inner peace.
Okay.
I wish I had some of that right now.
Oh, yes. Oh, I forgot to mention that, Bosco. Last night, Zaja was meditating, and she was in a status of enlightenment.
I don't even know what that means, and I don't
Was
feel
I
like
floating?
into it.
Yes, you were.
Ooh. I've only heard a few of our students ever to reach such a state. I can't imagine that I was able to. Oh, that's very interesting. Thank you for letting me know about that.
Yes,
But now
yes.
let's go back to so you found Bosco.
And we
who
didn't
took
have money.
money, and he used that money to buy his life back?
Is
Pretty
that how
much.
it works, Bosco? Oh, I guess that's
Yeah.
how it works.
Oh,
Yeah, so
well, isn't that
Good.
convenient? Just-
And also,
mean-
Sasha, could I borrow a coin? I may have gone through every single one I have, and I kind of need one for, well, magic.
yes, and I also need some coin to buy wood.
This is
What?
great.
What?
Both of us are just poor as shit.
Uh, Bosco, here is a beautiful coin for you, and I'll take out 1 gold coin and hand it to him. And how much is wood? Like, what do you need wood for?
Oh,
I
I'm
remember
planning
you were
on...
demanding it last night.
Yes.
Are you making a dildo?
No.
What?
I didn't know you thought I was that way. I don't know.
You are
actually.
a dildo.
I lost it. Oh my god, thank
So,
Sasha.
Saja, I need wood because I'm going to create my own mask. I'm quite handy with my hands.
Same could
So
be
you
some
are making a
dildos.
dildo. Got it.
So Bosco will
Uh,
just take the coin, look a little sad because it's not silver, because last name and that, but he'll take it, thankfully, and start attuning.
Will you let me know how much this wood is? Because, I don't understand, but let's go get you your wood, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm not 100% how much wood costs here yet, so I guess we'll have to figure that out.
You like looking for a log, or like a sheet of wood, or just a small plank?
I think a log would be better when it comes, because like if I make a mistake, I can fix it up real quick.
A log? Dear boy.
Well, then
Do you
a trunk.
expect me to carry it?
Oh no, I just meant like a little log, you know? Not a big one.
Like a fire log, not
Yes.
a log of tree.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I mean.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, Tag, we are off to find logs.
So you guys detour from going to the arena to going to find logs. Easy enough. You ask around, and you kind of have to veer on the other side of the city. So you guys were starting to go out this way. Now when you went to get logs, you have to go way over here to this side of the city.
If that's the case, which one are we closer to? The logs or the arena?
100% the arena at this point. I would figure you guys were talking while you were walking, so you guys would be like down this main street right now.
Okay, well then let's go to the arena first.
Okay. So you guys go to the arena, and currently there is no one at the front desk, but there are people kind of putting finishing touches on the actual arena itself. There are some people putting decorations on the walls, kind of getting things set up. What do you three do?
I let Zaja lead because she knows about this more.
Is there really a reason that we were coming to the arena?
Don't you remember? They were gonna set up the board to let us know who we were gonna fight.
Oh, is that why? Okay. Well, then I'll lead them to where I would suspect information for the fighters would be.
So you go up to the desk that you saw the half-orc at when you initially came by last night. And he's currently not there, but on the side wall, like looking into the kiosk on the wall on the side, you can see a generic layout of everybody's name on there. And as you sit there looking at it, he will step into the kiosk, like, "Oh, you all came back. Hello.
Hello.
How can I help you today?"
We're here to see the board.
Oh, the lineup. Yeah. Ta-da! He'll do like a jazz hands to it. No, I'm just kidding. Here, let me. And he'll like go under the kiosk and start pulling papers, and he'll pull out 3 papers for you 3. I'll just say 4 because I would assume Oliver would come if you guys were going to the arena.
Okay.
I will.
Don't you remember earlier I said Oliver wasn't with us, so are
Well,
we gonna retcon that?
What was that, Rustic?
If nothing else, I'll take a 4th one for if he's with us or not with us.
Okay, we'll do that then. We'll say that he isn't there, but Zaja grabs an extra piece of paper. Bosco, even though you're not in the fight, he just gives you a piece of paper anyways.
Okay.
Because you're with them, so I will put that lineup in the note-taking as well. He goes, yeah, there you go.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, last time you said no magic. But I don't use magic, I use technology. Is that fine?
Huh, that's pretty neat. Sure.
Thank you. I look over at the paper to see who I'm gonna duke it out with.
Okay, on that paper for Nath, number 10, you are going against spot number 7, and it is a fighter named Iron.
Oh, Iron is gonna get destroyed.
Gonna get
may-
phosphated.
Go, Sasha.
See, going to get phosphated. Iron
I'm gonna
phosphate.
kill this kid. I have no clue what phosphated is.
You're gonna hammer him into the ground.
May I ask, who's Iron?
What?
Number 10. May I ask who
Number
he is?
7.
Number 7. May I ask who he is?
I don't know, I just hand out the coins, but I don't remember the... What?
Do you know somebody who might know who he is?
Yeah, Iron.
Ah,
I don't know the fighters, I just set up the listing.
okay. Hey, Zaja, do you know if there's any, fans that might have some information? Or do you know Iron?
Did I know Iron?
You don't know Iron.
Okay. I don't know who he is, but I mean, we could ask around. I know from my own experience, we all kind of go to our own ends, and until the fight, we don't necessarily interact until the day of.
What I want to know is information on how to beat him quicker.
How do I beat the shit out of him, but fast?
No cheating.
It's not cheating, it's just information gathering. If there was information on me, I'm sure somebody would have gathered it on me.
Hey, don't talk about this in front of my kiosk. Go on, scoot.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I wouldn't say this is the most appropriate way of entering into a fight. I mean, we use our fighting abilities, not necessarily scope out the enemy to learn their weakness, like, oh, they have a bad knee or something like that.
Well, Sasha, I'm in it to win it.
Yes. I mean, I do hope that you do win against him. That would be wonderful. Like I said, we can ask around. But until tomorrow, I don't know where he would be located.
Oh, okay. I guess let's ask around then. Zaja, you're pretty famous, right?
Hey. I mean, I guess so in the arena.
Then you might know some fans, right?
If they recognize me, I could always ask them.
Yes,
that-
please.
Technically,
And
I was before we met.
you've met Iron before?
No, I met Zaja before.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a fan of me.
Oh, well, if you're a fan, do you possibly know Iron?
Would I have seen him in
No,
the gambling
no
thing?
one knows
Yeah.
Iron.
Didn't think so.
Tag, I will find out who Iron is, and I will destroy him, because he is your creation.
Oh.
More power to you, man. He's a person, but no one's heard of him.
Except for Gaius. That's a joke.
Nah, turns over to Gaius.
I'm
Do you
not
know who
there.
Iron is? I know. Once we start walking over to the log cutters, I will be looking around to see if anybody, like, looks over at Zaja in awe.
Zaja, are you trying to hide yourself at all while you make this walk with them?
No, and I would kind of purposely kind of be bumping into people or being clumsy, apologizing as I run into people.
Bosco's just going to look at that list and just kind of look at it sadly because he can neither participate nor gamble on it.
As you're going, bumping into people, I mean, no one like overtly points you out, Zaja. I mean, there are people that, you know, are like, oh, excuse me, you know, dealing with the whole bumping into you and everything. There is one person that kind of sees you walk by, kind of like waves as like recognition, but there's no one that overtly like runs up to you and is like, you know, everyone's dealing with like the festivities, the things going on in the city. It seems like that's the more apparent thing that's going on. So people aren't taking it to heart because people are bumping into each other here and there as well. There's just a lot going on in the city right now.
So there isn't a single person that just, like, looked up at her and was like, wow, it's Zaja, and then just continued walking?
No, because of what's going on in the city. Everyone's more focused on the city right now than, say, someone walking through town. Like I said, there are people that kind of somewhat recognize her and kind of like wave, but no one is like overtly coming up and like, oh, you know.
One of those people who waved, can I walk up to them?
Sure. You walk up to this fellow, and it's just a humanoid person, maybe roughly 40s. He's got brown hair kind of pulled taut to the back.
Do you happen to know who this person is?
Who are you?
My name is Ruthar.
Okay. Hi, Ruthar. How can I help you?
I wanted to know if you know who this person is, and I just like wave my hand up and down over at Zaja.
Yeah, I believe so. You're Zaja, right?
I am?
Yeah, you're the Luxodon fighter.
Yes. Have you seen me
Perfect.
fight before?
I came to one of your fights before, yeah. You were really good.
Oh, well, thank you. I do love meeting some of my fans, even if you're not, you know, a fan, but the fact that you seen me fight and enjoyed it, thank you.
Oh, it was my pleasure. It was a great fight. How can I help you now? And he kind of like points at Nav.
Do you happen to have any information, or have you seen the fighter Iron?
Names themselves Iron in a fight. What? No,
That's what I thought.
I don't. What? Why are you asking?
Because I'm gonna fight him.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck against iron, Ruthar.
Thank you. Actually, do you happen to have any spare wood?
Stop flirting with strangers.
I have to get to my family. So I'm gonna go. It was nice meeting you, Zaj. I hope you're in the arena coming up. And as he walks away, all you hear is, who the hell names themselves
Yes,
Ruthar?
you will see me tomorrow. I hope to see you in the.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Nath
Fucking-
looks a bit sad, but he's like, it's fine. That is a strange name.
I did hear you, Rustic, by the way.
What?
I said I did hear you when you walked away. I did hear what you said.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And do you continue on with the walk to the lumberyard?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys continue. You eventually get to a lumberyard which has it's kind of weird because there are trees planted here. There are some that are extremely tall and some that are very short, but you can even see city buildings behind them and then the wall, almost as if this was a controlled spot for lumber. So you see some mechanical things being lifted here and there, like almost like really small cranes picking up lumber here and there. And then there are some people in the yard working with magic, making things float here and there and move and making bundles. And you can see a foreman kind of guiding everyone throughout the yard, trying to figure out where to put things and how to deal with it. But you have arrived at the lumberyard. It's kind of an open area. What do you do?
I ask, may I buy some wood?
You'll see a half elf, the foreman, walk over. He's got somewhat silver blondish hair. Looks like he's seen some years. You don't know how old he is. Comes over to you, completely shaven, has a sharp chin. Looks you in the eyes and goes, well, welcome to my lumberyard. You said you wanted to buy wood?
That is correct, yes.
Are you looking to buy cut wood, a whole trunk? Or what are you looking for exactly?
A trunk?
Yeah, you do
Free
you not
trunk.
work with wood? Do you?
I do work with wood. It's just that I'm trying to figure out how much wood I would need.
So you came to my lumberyard not knowing how much wood you needed.
I will take a single trunk.
Okay, how big of a trunk do you need?
Oh, how big is my head? Let's say medium-sized.
Okay, and he'll kind of turn around and like walk over, and you'll see the trunks varying from like down to a twig all the way up to like he has one tree trunk that is massive, and he kind of gestures to like what you assume to be like some type of mage worker, and walks over and he lifts the somewhat medium-sized trunk over and then just like drops it in front of you, and there's a little and some dust kind of comes off the ground. He goes, will this work?
That is perfect. Does it look like if I make a few mistakes with the mask, I can like remake a mask with this size
Yeah,
wood?
this is a tree trunk. Like, I don't know how you're gonna get this out of the lumberyard. It's a tree trunk.
I know how.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
How much is
I
this?
pulled down my backpack. How much is this gonna cost?
Well, this beauty right here, seeing how well the wood is, and it's kind of one of my only trunks here,
Uh-oh.
looking at roughly maybe 300 gold.
May I
Uh-oh.
get a smaller size trunk?
Do you have a budget?
Saja, what is your budget?
20 gold. Max.
20
And-
gold max.
I'm also willing to trade in a rapier.
Ah,
And he
son
kind
of
of
a bitch.
he'll like gesture at the mage, and the mage will pick up the trunk and like kind of shift it over to the pile that he had, and he will kind of wave him off, and then he'll walk over to the side where there are like planks, and he'll start grabbing some planks, and he'll walk over with like an arm bundle of planks. Like, here you go. We're gonna do this for 15.
How many masks does it seem like I can make out of this?
You would have maybe 3 tries, but the third try you'd be pushing the amount of wood that you can get out of it.
I'll send you the image of the mask that I'm trying to make so that you can actually figure out.
Okay. How good is your woodworking skill?
I'm proficient in word working.
Word working.
Or that little
He
carpenter
certainly
tool.
isn't good at making words work.
Okay. It should be loading. There you go.
Yeah, you'll get two tries. The third one is going to be pushing it.
This is perfect. Will you take the rapier?
No, I don't. I'm not a pawn yard. This is not. Ma'am, you was talking. You have the 15 gold. Are you willing to buy this?
I'll roll my eyes at Nath and, with my trunk, take out the gold pieces and hand it to him. Yes.
Okay, he'll put
Sorry
the bundle
about
down.
him.
He'll take the gold. Well, thank you for doing business.
As soon as he puts the bundle down, I just vacuum it.
Okay.
He just starts eating planks like spaghetti, just...
That is that is interesting. Okay. Have a lovely day. And he'll kind of like walk away.
Actually, yeah, would carpenter's tools work with this, or is there like a specific one that I need?
No, carpenter's tools will work with this.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay. I believe it is fine for us to go now. Or should I make the mask here?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I would suggest maybe making the mask in your room.
That is true. I will do it once we take our rests. Well, I guess we're free now. We can do whatever we want.
Do you
Is
want to
it-
go sell your rapier? We can actual store, preferably, a weapons smith.
You are so right, Sasha. I didn't even realize that.
Oh,
To
me
the
too
pawn
now.
shop.
And as Nath says that, we are going to cinematic cut. Guys, where would you have gone? Would you have gone back to the tavern?
Yeah, I think I would have.
Okay. When you come back to the tavern, when you walk in, you will see Lokius up and about, off to the side, talking to the Tinkerer and his construct, just on the bar top, just casually talking.
Does he look like he's annoyed at all, the Tinker?
You can't tell. Are you asking if the Tinkerer is annoyed?
Yeah, like
Yeah, you can't tell. His hood's up. You can hear conversation, but you can't tell.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of swiftly avoid Lokius and move up to my room and start kind of gathering my things.
Make a stealth check for me.
I'm good at those. See, know how I said I was good at those?
And all you hear as you try and go up the stairs is, "Oh, and there's my friend Gaius. Hey Gaius, hey."
I'll slowly turn around. Morning, Lokius. How are
Hey,
you feeling?
Morning, come here. Have you met this guy?
I don't remember. Did I ever talk to him?
You haven't, no.
No. No, I haven't. I'll just kind of walk over.
Oh. Hey, Tink, this is Gaius. And Tink will like kind of turn his head, and at this point you can see a half orc semblance of a face, and with the light hanging, you can see that half of his face has this very intense burn scar across it. And he kind of goes, "Hi, hello."
How long have you been sitting there? Because I've noticed you a couple of times when I've come in, and you just seem to never move.
I mean, I've been here quite often, but I've left here and there. It's kind of weird that you're watching me.
I'm not. That's a fair response. I'm sorry.
Hey Lucy, who is this jokester? This is Gaius. This is he's my friend. He's Gaius. Yeah, hi. And they'll just kind of both look at you.
I need to go do some things, so if you need me, I'll be upstairs, and I'll just kind of excuse myself and start hurriedly going upstairs.
Oh, give me a perception check, please.
Okie dokie. 7.
Jesus.
This has been a shit night for rolls.
I guess
And
leave it
that's-
to the roll. You don't hear anything. Never mind. So you go up the stairs in a panic. I guess not a panic, but you kind of hurry up the stairs.
I'm curious. With my passive perception, would I have heard anything?
That is actually a good question. I probably should have. What is your passive?
It's 14.
Then yes, you would have heard it. Okay, so we'll use that roll. We'll use your passive. You won't get a lot, but as you go up the stairs, you hear Lokius talking to Tink, and the only sentence you hear as you go up the stairs is, "So, how do you think Iron's gonna do in the fight?" That's the last thing you hear going up the stairs.
Oh shit!
And that's where we're gonna end the session.